Okay, so I have a pretty crazy video to show y'all. So this is a diagram of a black hole generator, basically. And how do I, and here's the thing. How do I know to create one? Well, the diagram, or more like the method that was used, has been already explained and posted on Google, and there's a YouTube video about it, from the ISS scientist or somebody in NASA that pretty much, created a 3D diagram of it and a YouTube video of it and such. So, yeah, that's how I know how to create one. Now, the question is how to, use it to create wormholes. Well, there's technically two ways, as the diagram shows, basically two ways to do it. One, using magnets to rotate the black hole, or two, using lasers to rotate the black hole. And you can either, and basically, after getting it to spin, basically, or rotate, then you push it out with the help of a black hole accelerator. And as you do that, as you're pushing it out into the void, basically, you're rotating the black hole. You can either A, rotate the black hole generators, move 5, or B, rotate the entire nozzle system that the black holes will be coming out of. Now, why do this? Why rotate them at all? Well, to increase the effectiveness of the spatial vortex that they would create by, rotating the black holes, basically. You can basically create a spatial, like a gravitational vortex with them. And basically think of it like this: more tornadoes you add, basically if you have two tornadoes side by side, and they were to merge, they're going to become stronger. Same concept, basically, but with black holes. Now, why try and do it like this, though? Where you would pretty much start from here, then go from here to here, basically. Well, to create that gravitational point there. If you don't create a gravitational point for the black holes, where they would rotate around, like where they would orbit around and such, then you won't be able to create your wormhole, basically. And you have to go into the center of the gravitational point, not the black holes themselves, because you can't technically escape from a black hole, not unless it becomes a wormhole. But And here's the second idea to the first idea. The second one, basically, you have your black hole generators, then you have your the beginnings of the black hole accelerator, which would then inject the black holes into this long tube, basically, of black hole acceleration, which would basically, as it's being accelerated, it'll be, spin counterclockwise or clockwise, give or take, depending on the rotation of the black hole. and would create a orbit-like effect in between the black holes. And they would pretty much start to feel the black holes would start to feel each other's gravitational pull at this point, because they'll be the closest. And once they pretty much lock, more or less, in a gravitational dance, once you release them, they would continue that gravitational dance, until they collapse into each other and turn into one singular black hole. But as if they were given enough sufficient mass to work with to become a black hole, self-sustaining black hole, basically. But it's not like they can last forever, thanks to Hawking radiation. Let's see here. Should have here we go. And here's the diagram on how that wormhole scenario is supposed to work, more or less. Rotate it one direction, basically, then it'll bend to, like if you rotate it counterclockwise, then it'll bend towards, counterclockwise. Do it clockwise, it'll bend